Hello, I'm Jonasz Rewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Now, overnight into the 16th of March, Russian drones attacked Ukrainian territory. According to Ukraine's Air Force, drone strikes were recorded in several regions across the country. In Kiev, during the morning attack, debris from Russian drones fell in 3 districts, including the city center. No fires or casualties were reported. Now, in Zaporizhia, 6 people were wounded as a result of Russian strikes. According to regional officials, the attack caused a fire in the city and left more than 7,500 people without electricity. Meanwhile, in Russia itself, a fuel depot caught fire in the city of Labinsk following a drone attack. According to preliminary information from local authorities, no one was wounded. Footage from the scene shows a large fire affecting several storage tanks, and thick smoke was still rising from the facility by morning. Turning to the front line now, and Russian forces in the Zaporizhia sector have likely shifted to active defense, attempting to hold their forward positions on the right flank and to prevent further advances by Ukrainian forces towards Hulyai-Pole road from the south and southeast. The overall operational situation in the sector is characterized by several factors. Most notably, Russian forces have so far been unable to eliminate the tactical breakthroughs achieved by Ukrainian troops in this area. As a result of that, Ukrainian forces have a realistic chance of reaching Hulyai-Pole-Velika Novosilka road. At present, Ukrainian assault units are already less than 2 kilometers from the ski supply route. This means Ukrainian forces have effectively already restricted the enemy's ability to maneuver large forces and equipment along this road. Now, moving on to the Middle East. The internet blackout in Iran has entered its 17th day. Over the past 24 hours, monitoring groups have recorded a further decline in reserved telecommunications infrastructure, which has reduced VPN access and forced some approved users and national network services offline. Meanwhile, several Israeli media outlets report that at least one Iranian missile struck central Israel, although it remains unclear whether the damage was caused by shrapnel or a direct hit. After air raid sirens sounded across central and southern Israel, local rescue services reported at least 2 impact sites, adding that there were no immediate reports of injuries. Another Iranian missile reportedly fell near Tel Aviv. At the same time, the Israeli military announced it had begun what it described as limited ground operations in southern Lebanon, targeting what it called key Hezbollah strongholds. Lebanon was drawn into the Middle East war on the 2nd of March when the Iran-backed group Hezbollah attacked Israel in response to the killing of Iran's supreme leader in the US-Israeli strikes. Israel subsequently launched air raids across Lebanon and carried out ground incursions into border areas, further escalating the conflict. Ukrainian defense forces struck one of the key elements of Russia's southern oil infrastructure, the Tikhoretsk oil pumping station, located in the Krasnodar region. According to available information, the attack was carried out by strike drones that reached the facility grounds and hit the oil transport hub. Following the strikes, fire broke out on the premises, as documented by local sources and satellite imagery. The Tikhoretsk oil pumping station serves as a major oil depot and transshipment terminal. The facility is a critical logistical component of the region's energy system and ensures the continuity of raw material supplies.
Короче, вот так вот там. Вон нефтяк горит.
А вон они стоят, вот там их штук 8 стоит.
Вот так.
Надо будет по нагарно вернуть.
Нету ее.
Ее нет, она была.
Чуть не улетела.
Она чуть не упала, ее этот бугор
Вон у меня как, да, снимает? Смотри сюда, в камеру.
Кто стоял это?
Да, блин, я же тоже снимал.
Смотри, о, обалдеть. Все идет на город, на паркинг. Вот это тут горит, скажи-ка.
А оттуда стреляют пулеметы, там стоит панциря стоят.
Машины летают там, ездят.
Южно отсюда. с той стороны, там тоже бугры есть, там они тоже зенитки стоят. Это трассерами, это пулеметы.
Такие красные трассера.
Да.
Только пролетело. Бам-бам. 3 горят, 3 бочки горит.
Ukrainian unmanned systems units continue to experiment with methods of countering enemy UAVs, adapting technologies directly to current battlefield conditions. Now in this clip coming up, you'll see operators employ an unconventional solution, an interceptor drone neutralizing a Russian Molniya UAV not by detonation or ramming, but by using a net launcher. A highly efficient method there, the obvious advantage being that you use up one net instead of one drone. So the drone can live to fight another day, whereas the Russian one, well, with the propellers entangled in the net, it quickly plummeted to the ground. Now, on one section of the front line, Ukrainian troops have recently deployed a ground-based robot system to carry out several tasks at the same time, delivering supplies to forward positions and evacuating a captured Russian soldier from a dangerous area. According to the unit, the unmanned platform set out carrying a load of supplies and ammunition. The route ran through an area under constant enemy fire, where movement of personnel carries a very high risk. The system reached its destination and the troops quickly unloaded the necessary supplies. Now, on the return trip, the operators received a new task: to evacuate a captured Russian soldier, whom it was impossible to safely extract on foot due to the threat of shelling and of enemy drones. During a routine combat operation by a mobile fire group of the Ukrainian Defense Forces, a Russian Shahed-type strike drone crashed in the immediate vicinity of the troops' position, approximately 30 meters from the unit's vehicle. According to the soldiers, the group was carrying out a mission to counter aerial targets when the enemy drone suddenly dropped out of the sky and exploded near their position. One of the soldiers was thrown back by the blast wave. Despite the force of the explosion, the soldiers miraculously escaped death. All members of the crew survived and were able to leave the danger area on their own.
Yes! Есть! 30 метров от нас упал. Андрюха слетел с машины, но цел невредим, все в порядке. Вот он, красава, Андрюха.
And of course, this is the first-hand experience with countering enemy UAVs. We're often mentioning interceptor drones, high-tech solutions, but there's also these patrols that, spot these enemy drones on the ground. They risk their own lives, but they know how to counter these threats. We mentioned that because some political leaders have actually begun to doubt whether Ukraine can provide any useful experience to their own forces in the Middle East. Well, just watch videos like that, and you'll be able to see that Ukraine now literally has tons of experience in dealing with these threats, because it didn't simply train to counter them in artificial conditions. This is a daily occurrence. These drones are flying into Ukrainian territory all the time, and they have to be eliminated. Otherwise, they will cause destruction and casualties. And with this, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news, updates, and comments.